right, it's time to drop some diamonds. Here at LSU, I am with the 3 captains of the team, Jalia Lassiter, Maci Bergeron, and Tori Edwards. How you guys doing?
Great.
What does it feel like to be a captain?
It feels awesome. It's just a privilege to be a captain, honestly, and knowing that our teammates trust us in that way.
I say, what was the process like to discovering or finding out who would become the captain?
So every Monday or Tuesday in the fall, each player on the team got to pick 2 people that they thought were like leading that week. So I guess like at the end of the fall, coach tallied everything up, and then the top 3 people who got the most votes were chosen to be captain.
Were you guys surprised when your names were called as who everyone thought should become the captains?
Not really surprised. I guess just like it means a lot seeing your face on the board and that your teammates chose you to do that. It was a really cool moment for sure.
I also didn't know how many they were going to pick.
Yeah.
Like, it was just giving like 2 because we kept picking 2 names, but being like considered a sophomore, like I feel like honored because it's like technically underclassmen aren't like looked as leaders in some way or don't feel like they have a voice. So I feel like that kind of helps like appeal more to like the whole team as well.
I guess the same, like being a transfer and only being here for 1 year and then kind of getting this role, knowing that everybody looks at me that way is just awesome. So it is definitely an honor to be named captain for sure.
We'll do one game. Each of you say why it is you believe that you ultimately were voted a captain, and then you can say why you think the other person became a captain. But first, Tori, why Tori? Why do you believe the team picked you?
I would just say like I think I have a very like mature approach for my age, and just I think the way I see and view the game, I feel like is just kind of that like a very analytical, like just I would say like higher level kind of thought. Yeah,
When did that develop from, that high level?
I guess just my attention to detail. It's kind of my personality. Like I've always just like I love things being in certain places, like organized. So like that's just how my mind works, like analyzing, like kind of just being able to see everything.
What about you, Maci?
I would say my work habits at the field, like how I approach practice, how I go about my business every day. I feel like people try to like mimic that and they notice that about me. So yeah.
How do you approach practice?
I always have like a goal when I'm like hitting or something that I'm working on. Like I just don't mindlessly go through practice. Like I'm always trying to achieve something every day. So
What was your goal today?
I was trying to swing at better pitches, but you know.
Give and take.
But yeah,
Right.
But that was my goal today.
We're getting it on.
It's like, was I successful at it? No. But that was my goal.
Yeah.
What about you, Jalia?
I think definitely like having a competitive side, but also a caring side. And I don't know how to split both, you know, when we be on the field, the competitive, but also, you know, being the person that people can come to and like actually caring about them as a person. So I feel like I do a great job kind of being both those people for them.
I love that. All right, now, Tori, why Maci chosen to be a captain, do you think?
I just think, well, one, like her commitment to this program. I think everyone just kind of knows, like, she's from Louisiana, but just what she's poured into this program. And again, like she said, like the amount of work she puts in, how she goes about practice, like I think that clearly shows, like it's obvious. And then same with Jalia, just her energy. She's just easily approachable. Like you just feel like she'll help you even when she's down. Like she might need someone to pick her up, but she's still thinking of like other people first. So it's just like, I feel like we just all 3 bring something so different. It's awesome.
Maci, you're next.
For Tori, I would say like her work habits, work ethic, and then just like I personally like following things that Tori does. She's had like such great success here. So I think that plays a big role in why people want to follow her. They want to know what she's doing and stuff. So, and for Jalia, she's the uplifter of our group. Always giving someone a laugh, just like reliable.
Love that. I can see it. Jalia, the energy.
For Tori, just selfless. Like just watching her, especially my first year of being here, you know, last year, it was just awesome to see her process. And then this year too, like just also stepping in that role again. It's just been awesome, especially like she said, like how young she is and just how she carries herself is very different. And Maci for sure, like being here for 4 years, you know, you don't see a lot of people that's in a program for 4 years. So knowing like how much LSU means to her and, you know, for us to get to a World Series means a lot for her. So it's awesome to see her in that way.
As dope as when you have that type of respect for your teammates, you almost want to do it for them.
Yes.
When it comes down to 2026, you guys stepping into that meeting and deciding what your theme was going to be for this year and your mission for this year, why and how did it come down to roots, being rooted in this program?
Coach actually picked the roots for us, but this year we got to define the Tigers traits differently than they have been defined in the past. It's still all the same words, but like we got to say like what each definition was going to mean for this team, which is
So
different
T is
this
what?
year.
What is T?
Trust.
And what did you
Process over outcome.
why'd you pick that process over outcome?
It's hard in this game. Like, we play a failure sport, and if you go throughout like the whole fall and things aren't going your way, just like knowing there's some, like, you will get to it at some point. Just like keep trusting the process, keep working, even if you're not playing, like just keep working, keep going at it, and eventually you'll see an outcome happen.
T is
Process over outcome.
I is
Integrity, which is
Character over convenience.
G is
Grit. Consistency through adversity.
E is
Energy, light the fuse.
love it. R is
Relentless.
what was the process? What did that look like to come up with the new definitions that you guys have?
we voted on it every week as well. Like, we get captains. So when we had captains votes, we also voted for that, and everybody took home a paper and just kind of filled it out what they seen trust as on the field, off the field, in the classroom. And then coaching them kind of picked the overall theme and like the one that kind of fit well with it. And that was our each one for it.
So did you come up with, like, it was adversity over, or adverse, what do you do through adversity? Consistency through adversity?
Yes.
Did you guys come up with that meaning?
Like, at the top, everyone kind of gave their little phrase or like how they would define it themselves. So honestly, some of these were kind of people's own definitions, but like we just like agreed on them like as a group.
You guys had a meeting?
She gave us like a tree, and it had like energy at the top of it, and you had to say how you would bring energy on the field, like in the classroom, like different examples of where you would bring energy that go along with the team. And then you got to write your own definition that you liked for energy.
Okay.
And then I guess they picked like the best, I think it was 3.
That's 3, yeah.
And then we got to vote on the best one that we liked, and we picked light the fuse. So
Yeah. How do you guys feel like you're applying that to practices every day? Those new meanings?
Well, at the end of practice, we nominate people and like we look for people and what they did throughout practice and try to tie them back to those traits. But just like remembering what they mean is like also how you should approach and go about practice, because there's little things you might want to skip a rep, might want to not die for a ball, but at the end of the day, it's like, no, I gotta give all my energy to boost someone up. I gotta be relentless, die for a ball, integrity, do all the reps, like just trying to. Those play into basically what standards would be just to be on the team.
How do you feel like that keeps you guys in line or keeps you in check, especially in the moments when you may be feeling low or feeling down, going back to those different standards, how that raises you back to where you want to be?
I just try to look at it as like, we're not the only people going through it. And there's going to be a lot of hard times, and there's going to be times even during the game I'm not feeling it, or something happened, or like I try to eliminate distractions as much as possible. Just like still continue to focus on the game and just try to like zone back in and like find a place to like ground myself. Yeah.
It's kind of like our base, you know, you never lose yourself or, you know, having an off day, like that's always our base to kind of go back off of. And I think that's what we look at it as, like having a bad day or whatever, but let's find some way to light the fuse for the day. May not be, you know, 100% there effort-wise, but mentally, like I can be locked in and bring the energy for somebody. So
just also reminds you like it's a team sport too. Lighting the fuse, like bring energy for everyone. Like again, even just grit, like through adversity, that what sticks with us the most, because like we deal with it a lot. So yeah.
What would you say is the energy of the 2026 Tigers?
Personality. We suck a lot of energy people, for sure.
I don't know if there's
I think just like enjoying each other's presence at the field like brings a lot of energy into practice. It's just been fun, like being with the whole team on team defense, like cracking jokes here and there, but still seriousness. But it's just, I think that brings a lot of energy for us for sure.
What do you feel like the world can expect when it comes to this season from the Tigers?
Competitiveness.
Was it like be ready for us to like throw a punch? Like we're throwing the first punches like offensively, or like even if our pitchers are first out there, like okay, double, like we're coming out you right away.
A lot of toughness. It's going to be a lot of toughness. Yeah, like I said, like everybody's personality is so different, and we work so well on the field, and we're so competitive. So it's going to be a lot of toughness on the field. For sure.
Well, and always the goal at LSU is to make it to the World Series in 2025. Coming up short, the end of that year, as you reflect, whether it be a senior, a junior, what have you, when you sat and reflected on what you wanted 2026 to be for all of you individually, your goals, what were you telling yourselves?
Like next year, I don't want to have any doubts. Like I don't want to look back and be like, shoot at this moment, or shoot I threw away that at bat, or shoot I could have tried harder, or look more at the film. Like I don't want to have any doubts. Like if I go out there and give it all I got, like can't complain with that.
Agreed. I feel like we can't like worry about what happened to us last year, or we won't be able to go past that. I think we just have to have like a different outlook on it, and if we put in the work, we're gonna get where we need to go in the first place. So
When you say a different outlook on,
I think a lot of people look like so negatively at the fact that we didn't make it out of a regional last year, and like just trying to switch that mindset with our team. Like we talk about, like when the media ask us about it, like just say something positive, you know? So I guess taking it, like we were talking about failure earlier. Like I think we're gonna grow from that happening to us last year. So
Yeah, I said that like your speech you gave us, like I feel like that was a lot of our like failure moment that we kind of realized, you know, and just learning from that and knowing we don't want that feeling again, and just working for that. Like we can't go back, but we can't prevent it from happening again, and just working hard and going through that. So
well, maybe the team didn't reach where they wanted to reach last year, but you all had great years individually for yourselves when it comes to last year. When you talk about, Maci, I'll start with you, the growth that you've had throughout your entire career from freshman year, sophomore year, junior year. As you look at your stuff, it's only an uptick, only getting bigger, getting better. And then, I mean, so you get to the biggest, which is to become an All-American. What do you attribute your success last year in 2025 and the approach that you had that maybe was different from the last 3 years?
I think my self-confidence in myself and like my teammates' confidence in me just made it a lot easier for me to be so successful. And then just like switching my mindset on like my at-bats, trying to walk more, just little like my work habits. Like I said, I changed how I showed up to the field every day. I had a different goal in mind when I was in the cage or when I was
started last year?
Yes. So I think that attributes a lot to my success last year.
And Jalia, with you, for how you felt about last year and what you were able to accomplish, what do you feel like, because you transferred in, how you felt your goals coming into LSU, and what is you felt like you were able to reach?
I think definitely my mentality. I feel like I learned a lot more about softball coming into this program, and forever grateful for that. I never knew like softball the way I do now, and like especially like the hitters perspective, and like hitting in front of these two was just awesome to see, and like to see them hit. I think I have much more to grow.
I love that. Say it again. That was subtle. But be like, because I always get on base, I can look back and watch them hit. You didn't think I caught that, but I caught it. It was a subtle. See, I see what you're doing. Humble, I got it.
Oh my gosh. But I think I have much more to grow from, you know, like just learning from these two has been awesome. And this year, like, I just feel so great in the mental headspace that I've been like at peace in my life, at peace, like, with how I'm learning. And so it's just been awesome to really keep growing. Like I feel like I haven't settled and I'm still not where I want to be. So to keep learning every day has been awesome for me.
Tori, what about you? Being the SEC Freshman of the Year, you had 18 home runs. You really came on the scene. I know you were injured, you redshirted prior, but still, it was still your freshman year, your first time going through a whole season. What do you attribute your success to, being able to come out with such a bang?
I think I just attacked it and approached it like just wanting to take advantage of technically not being known. Like I just felt like fresh to college softball. Like I just wanted to like hit my mark, like just take in, like just go out big. And so as the season went on, like started to feel a little bit more of the pressure, wanted to just get on base, like create hits and stuff for my team. But overall, I just learned so much. And again, just like being around these two and us being able to like bounce off each other. And it's like, I got out, like, I just know like someone behind me is going to do it and like saying for them. So I don't know. I was just excited and just wanted to take advantage of like every opportunity I could.
What would you guys say is your approaches at the plate when you step in?
It kind of resonated with what you said earlier. Like, I face every pitcher and like, you're not beating me. Like, I just want to keep it simple. Like, when I step in the box, like, I can't hear anything. I always tell people that I can't hear a word.
I can't either.
But I just like,
You're
not
not
beating me. And if you miss, like, you're going to regret it.
Do you ever have the moment? It doesn't happen all the time, but there's sometimes. Have you seen the movie Soul? No? You have?
Yes.
You remember when they talked? You haven't seen it, Jayla?
I don't know.
It's a cartoon.
Disney movie, Blues.
I know what
It's
you're
like
talking
literally
about. I
about
haven't
souls.
seen it.
I've heard it before.
Well, in the movie, they talk about how certain people, like your soul, you'll get into a flow state, right? And when you get into a flow state, it's like they're just in another world. They don't recognize what's around them. And there's moments when I was stepping to the plate, and I quite literally, it was as if everything else was black, and all I saw was just myself in the picture. You guys ever get into your flow state? Oh, love that all the time.
All the time.
When you're in that flow state and being able to perform, what does that feel like? How would you describe your flow state?
Oh my gosh. I feel locked in. Like, I just feel like I'm going to be a hard out, you know, like just bring the competitor that I am to the box. And it just feels awesome because I, like you said, like tune everything out. Sometimes, you know, I do hear Bryce. So I always hear one person. I don't know why it's always one person. Most of the time it is Bryce. But it's just awesome, like how I just zone out and just really focus on the pitcher and knowing like what I need to do for my team.
Maci, what's your approach when you step into the plate? Well, what was definitely in 2025, because your average went up like 100%. So what would you say what was really your change?
Just hunting something that I can do damage with in every at bat instead of worrying about certain pitches that the pitcher was throwing and stuff. Basically, if you throw it over the white,
That's yours. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. When you guys are stepping out onto the field and you talked about I think Bryce and Coach Trevino both talked about you guys have certain standards and they've let you guys know, whether it be in the fall or in the season, what those standards are and what you have to do to achieve them. What did they tell each of you and what are you striving for this year?
Like individually or just?
Yeah, individually.
Okay. I mean, I can't speak for all of us, but like.
No, yeah, speak for yourself.
Like,
yeah.
Consistency for sure. And then also for me, just like coming off the year I had, like not letting any moment get too big, but also still just like not getting super complacent. And that's kind of my goal going to this year, is just like knowing there's still things I have to learn and grow from and just approach every game. Like, you can't be perfect. You can't do it all, but just like keep attributing to the team, no matter if you're hitting like 100 or if you're hitting 500, like find a way to like help those around you.
mine's kind of similar to like helping people around me. I've just tried really hard this year. Me and Bryce talk all the time about like giving my younger teammates my knowledge that I have to like help this place grow when I'm not here anymore after I graduate. So that's been a big thing for me this year, just focusing on that. And I think it helps that I don't have to focus so much on myself, that it's more freeing for me when I'm out there playing, that I'm just trying to help my other teammates. So I think it's helped me a lot.
But don't you all have standards for hitting? He was describing to me about how you guys have like a certain, you identify as something specific as far as as a hitter,
Like,
and then you have to,
Yes.
Was that an interesting process of figuring out what you were? No, but they kind of let you know. Right?
Yeah.
It kind of fits us really. We're bombers, baller, doubles, home runs.
Do you like the name? I feel like I would have been. Yeah, I would have loved to be able to be a baller too. Yeah.
When we first sent out the questionnaire, I put baller and
I
Bryce
did
was
too.
I was like,
I'm
versatile. Like, I was like,
Yeah, I'm a baller. That's what everybody was like, you a baller. Baller?
So I didn't put it down. Like, he was like,
no, sounds good. I'm versatile. And he was like, no, you're a bomber. I'm sorry.
all right, what do you have to do? Last question. You guys are 2026 LSU. What can we expect from this team?
A lot of the energy. Like, it's going to be fun. A lot of energy. I think we're just different in so many ways with power, speed, and then I think defense is going to be awesome to watch as well. We're very smooth out there. It's creative, and it's going to be a lot of great plays for sure.
I think we have a person for everything. It's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
I like that.
I just also love how like people don't really know what to expect. They're like, oh, kind of a new team. That's not a new that's kind of a different thing for LSU.
11 newcomers, right?
Yes. So like when we come out, like I don't think people are gonna be ready. I think it's gonna be awesome.
Don't know what to handle. I was gonna say 2025 was All-American year for the two of you. When it comes to goals for 2026, what are your goals to either top it, remain the same, or keep getting better?
I mean, if I feel like my approach is if I try to like go out and like try to recreate or like top that kind of year, it's just gonna, I think, put me on a spot that either is, more like inward or just kind of put me at the wrong place. So like I'm set, like anything I can do for the team, like World Series, like we're making it there. I want to be able to like play my best softball in May and June, and like that's where I'm leaving it.
Mine's the World Series.
Definitely the World Series. I think mine too.
Ultimate goal.
Yeah, obviously. And then off of that too, like just the person I am, like obviously want to be up there on the board by them, but just the person I am, just being able to continue to be that and be that for the team is just always my main goal. Because, Bryce talks to me all the time, like kind of the role I have when I walk onto the field and just like how I brighten up people's day is always a great time for me. So I just love doing that. So I'm a people person for sure. So
The room got brighter since Jayla's been in here. Thank you guys, and keep showing up as captains. Do your thing for 2027. And thank you for dropping your diamonds.